You know, life can feel like a constant juggle, can it? Especially when you're trying to balance, well, everything and everyone. Today, we're going to talk about that feeling, that midlife squeeze, and explore a really simple, nature based way to find your calm and get that balance back.
Okay, let's get real for a second. Does this sound familiar? You're constantly pouring from an empty cup. Between your career, taking care of family, just trying to find one spare moment, it feels like your to-do list is a mile long, right? And your own well-being, it's always at the very bottom. It is so easy to get caught up in that daily hustle and completely forget to make time for the one person who needs it the most. And that's you.
So this is what we're calling the midlife squeeze. It's that point so many of us hit, right? We feel like we're at the peak of our game, we're more confident, more established, but that often comes with this whole new set of wellness challenges. The goal here isn't to somehow fight the pressure, but to figure out how to support our bodies through it. So let's break down what this daily juggle actually looks and feels like.
First up, there's just the daily stress. It's that constant, kind of low-level hum of pressure in the background. You might not even consciously notice it all the time, but it's there. You know that tension you carry in your shoulders from work deadlines, or just the mental load of managing everything at home? Yeah, that's it.
And of course, that daily stress, it follows you right into the night, doesn't it? It can be so hard to quiet your mind when your head finally hits the pillow. You're replaying the whole day, you're planning for tomorrow, and that deep, restorative sleep you are desperate for, it just feels completely out of reach.
And it's not just about getting through today, is it? We're also starting to think more about our future wellness. Things like maintaining bone health and keeping our immune system strong, they suddenly become a huge priority. It's pretty clear our bodies need some real foundational support to handle both the stress of right now and our health down the road. So, what can we do? How can we give our bodies that support they need? Well, it turns out one of the best ways is by looking to nature. And that is where something called adaptogens come in. It's a really fascinating idea, and it's something that's been used for literally centuries to help bring the body back into a state of balance.
Okay, so what in the world is an adaptogen? The easiest way to think about it is like a thermostat for your body. Seriously, these are really unique plants that help your system adapt to whatever stress is thrown at it, whether that's physical, chemical, or biological stress. The whole point is to help you maintain that nice, even balance, what scientists call homeostasis.
And that brings us to the goal. Relax, restore, unwind. One of the most famous, most well-known adaptogens out there is ashwagandha. It's been a total staple in Ayurvedic traditions for thousands of years. And today, you can find it in all sorts of forms, like these Goli Gummies. They're built around this central idea of helping you relax, restore, and unwind. So let's take a closer look at what's inside to see how they actually work. All right, let's look inside Goli Gummies. It's really all about a powerful pair of ingredients working together.
So here's the dual action approach. On one side, you've got KSM 66 ashwagandha. Now, this is a very specific, clinically studied extract. The way it's thought to work is by helping to manage cortisol, the body's main stress hormone, and that can lead to feeling more relaxed and even getting better sleep. Then, on the other side, you have vitamin D. So many of us are low in vitamin D, and it's absolutely crucial not just for our bones, but for our immune system too. So the whole idea is to tackle that immediate day-to-day stress while also supporting your body's long-term foundational health. It's a pretty smart combo.
One of the biggest challenges with any wellness practice is just being consistent, right? The most effective tools are always the ones that are super simple to actually fit into your daily life. The goal is to create an easy and, hey, even enjoyable habit that you can actually stick with. So here's a perfect example of how you could build a simple little evening ritual. It's all about creating cues that tell your body it's time to wind down. So step 1, brew a warm, cozy cup of herbal tea. Step 2, take 2 of these delicious ashwagandhas. And finally, step 3, put down the phone, this is a big one, and read a few pages of a book instead. It just signals to your brain that it's time to switch off and get ready for sleep.
So this is your invitation to unwind, because really, tackling that squeezed feeling, it just comes down to taking small, intentional steps for yourself. It's about making those little choices every day that put your own well-being back on the priority list.
And I love this tagline, relaxation never tasted so good, because it makes such an important point, right? For a new habit to actually stick, it really helps if you enjoy it.
Finding a wellness tool that you genuinely look forward to using, that can be the absolute key to being consistent. And that's what makes a real difference in how you feel at the end of the day. So, I'll leave you with this question. Are you ready to find your calm? What's one small, supportive step you can take, maybe even today, to bring a little more calm into your routine and finally prioritize your own well-being?
At the end of the day, just remember this. Taking care of yourself isn't some kind of luxury. It's absolutely essential. It's what allows you to show up as your best self in every part of your life. You 100% deserve to find your calm in the chaos. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer.